What's going on, everyone? It's Sean Mitchell, Denver real estate agent with Co-Listings, and this is your April 2019 Denver real estate market update. And we have definitely transitioned into the spring and summer season here. We're seeing some fantastic activity, and I want to go ahead and jump in. So I'm going to cover some typical, as usual things, but I'm also adding to the arsenal of this update with a few new pieces of data. First, we're going to touch on median days on market, then single family months of housing inventory, number of new listings, median sale price, mortgage updates, a 10-year and 12-month look back. This is a new data point that I added last market update. And then in addition to that, I'm also going to bolster this real estate market update with Denver area unemployment rate. So let's go ahead and jump into the first item on the list, which is median cumulative days on market. Last month we sat at 9 days on the market, which is a 78% drop month over month. A drop in days on market is good. That means houses are selling. That means they're not getting stagnant and sitting on the market. However, houses were selling almost 50% faster 1 year ago, but I think that we've just been slow to transition out of that winter season this year or this past winter, and things look really, really good. Here's a look back from 2014 to now, and you can see cumulative days on market. The troughs are summer and the peaks are winter. And this was one of the reasons why a lot of real estate agents and pundits in the space were talking about a slowdown or a balance in the market. You can see in about January of 2019, that peak, or the number of days that houses were sitting on the market, was higher than previous years past. In fact, the last time that the peak was this high in terms of houses sitting on the market was way back in 2014. Months of housing inventory for single family, we are back down to 1 month of inventory. So this is a 100% drop from 2 months. Year over year, no change. So as I mentioned in last month's market update, we had about 7 months straight of 2 months of inventory. Now, let's not forget how bad it used to be. Way back in like 2011, we were seeing like 16 months of inventory. The last time we had seen this many months of consecutive unchanged inventory was probably back in 2013. But now we're back down to 1 month of inventory. I think this is a strong indication that we are swiftly heading into that spring and summer frenzy. Number of new listings last month was 3,626 homes. That's an uptick of a little over 16% month over month, but a drop in comparison to last year's same time of nearly 7%. Again, I think that this year over year comparison is an indication that we were just slow to move out of the winter depth of the market this last winter. We're now seeing some strong trending month over month. This is encouraging. This means that there's more houses on the market for buyers. This means that people are thinking less about shoveling snow and more about listing their house. Here's a high-level picture of the last 6 years. As I've mentioned before, spring and summer market looks to be heating up here. We are definitely moving out of that winter slumber. Median sale price is $441,000. That's an uptick of nearly 4% month over month and nearly 1.5% year over year. What does this mean for you? This means that if you own a home right now, what your home is worth today is better than it was worth last month and better than it was worth 12 months ago. And here's another look at this big trough that we saw last year and the beginning of this year. Just this really, really long trough. Again, indicating to many people that we were headed into a correction or a more of a balanced market. It was just a very long winter, slowish season, but things are heading up and to the right in terms of average and median sale price. This is a very positive indicator. I think that our peak for the summertime is going to look very, very good. All indicators point towards a very solid summer market. And here we're looking at mortgage rates for the month of March. The 30-year fix is sitting at just over 4%. 15-year is at 3.56%, and the 5-1-year is at 3.66%. We've actually been seeing a drop in interest rates since November of last year, which very well could be contributing towards this uptick of real estate activity in the Denver area. And here is a drill down look of 12 months back. You can see that that peak of interest rates for the 30-year was hovering just under 5%. Now we're seeing almost a percent difference from November to March, which is extremely fantastic for people buying houses. And one of the newest data points is the unemployment rate for the Denver area. It is sitting at 3.3%. This is a drop of over 24% month over month and an increase of 3% year over year. But when you look at a 10-year look back, it still looks very, very good in comparison to the depth of the market in 2009, 2010, and 2011. Things are looking really, really good. What's my thought process for adding this Denver area unemployment rate? Well, it's just to give you an additional data point on what's going on in this local market. There's a strong indication or relation between jobs, money, and being able to afford a house. So if unemployment is low, that's a really, really good sign that it's easy to find a job here in the Denver area. Overall, I'm extremely excited about what we're seeing in the real estate market. We are heading out of that winter slumber and into the spring and summer real estate market. It looks extremely strong, especially for sellers who are looking to get the best sales price possible. I would also say that interest rates for mortgages are looking extremely good for buyers. This is definitely, in my opinion, a really, really good climate for both buyers and sellers. Even though home values are better than they've ever been here in the Denver area, the low interest rates for mortgages is definitely a strong reason to consider buying a house this summer. That wraps up this market update for April 2019. What did you think? Was it valuable to you? I'd love for you to hit that like button and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me, and you'll continue to get valuable information like this about the real estate market. Sean Mitchell, Denver real estate agent with Co-Listing, signing off. Until next time.